Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Ian Flanagan here, and in this video, my partner Pat Hayes is interviewing Jeff Wilhems. Jeff and Marsee Wilhems are incredible real estate brokers. They have over 7,000 career real estate sales, and when they were at ReMax, they were top 10 global for production. Jeff is going to be sharing the intimacies of buying out of his franchise agreement, making the move over to eXp Realty, and what their business looks like today, and the impact that it has on their agents and their network of thousands of agents all around the world. So I hope you enjoy this interview. If you do, click that like button, share this with some of your team members, and if you're an agent looking at eXp Realty from any other brokerage, I hope you enjoy the interview as well.
Incredible story, but let me just introduce him real quick. Former broker owner of ReMax, located in Tucson. They've got a team of 41 agents on their team. This year alone, they're going to sell over 600 houses with $160 million in volume. Him and his wife, Jeff and Marsee Wilhems, since 2005 has sold over 7,000 homes there in the Tucson, Arizona area. Absolutely amazing. They joined eXp in January of 2017 with 14 agents, and now they have 3,400 agents and had their biggest revenue share check. If you don't mind me sharing, Jeff, can I share?
Yeah, it's okay, man.
All right, $160,000 last month in revenue share, man. So congratulations to my good friend Jeff. Welcome to the call. How are you doing, my friend?
Oh, Pat, it's great to be here and I see a few faces I recognize. I see Bob there. I remember seeing you and Bob in San Diego when we first were kind of getting rolling with this company. But what an amazing journey this has been, and I still remember toasting you when you first
Yes.
crossed over the 500 agent mark down in Mexico, and I think that was Puerto Vallarta, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah, whenever I hit 500 agents, yeah, guys, we're up on stage, and I said, "Hey, I'm at like 499 or whatever." I said, "It's as soon as I hit 500 agents, hopefully after my presentation, I'm going to do a shot of tequila." And here comes Jeff walking down with 2 shots of tequila, and we took 2 shots of tequila in front of everybody after my presentation, and I had gone over 500 agents. So that's awesome.
Yeah, no, that was such a great special moment, and I remember that, and I remember saying that we're going to catch you, and I think at the time we had about 100 agents, and just shy of 100, and damn if we still haven't caught you. We're close, we're really close. I keep looking every month. This is Pat and Angel and Marsee and I, we kind of get together and then at these events, and then I'm like, where you at, man? What's your number? And you guys are just, would you guys slow down? Would you please slow down, because you guys are bringing too many agents on and we can't catch you. But no, it's such an honor to be not in the same network, but we're all in the same company and we're all helping each other with, I know our share price hasn't been doing great lately, but man, when you look at where it was versus where it is still right now, we're right around that $28 to $30 a share with our share price, and it's really double that because we did the 2-for-1 stock split since we all came on. So when you look at coming from $3 a share or $4 a share to almost $60 a share, that's pretty doggone impressive. And what's even cool about it, I had some people say, "What's going on with your stock?" I said, well, you ever heard of taking profits? I mean, some people like to take some of that stock that they've earned and invest it in and do other things with it. And I just I'll tell you that story a little bit later about what's happened to Marsee and I. But thanks for having us here.
Yeah.
To back up and say a little bit about where we are in our story, I think you kind of introduced us. Our good friend Brent Gove, back in 2016, in October, I get the phone call out of the blue here in Tucson, and it's my friend Brent, and he says, "Hey, how's it going?" And we just small talked a little bit, and I'm saying fine. He says, "Hey, man, I am really disturbed, and I need your help, and I need you to talk me off the ledge." I mean, literally that was his tone, but it was a little more somber. Hey, man, I need you to talk me off the ledge. I'm about to do something really, really stupid, and I man. Can you get on a webinar and listen to see this new company? I'm was ReMax for many, many years, like you guys, and Keller Williams, and I love it here. And I don't want to leave Keller Williams, but I've seen this new model, this new real estate company, and just jump on and poke holes in it and tell me all the reasons why I should stay at Keller Williams. I mean, I don't want to leave. And So we watched this webinar, and some of you guys have heard this story, but it was with Rob Flick, Brent Gove, and Gene Frederick were on this call, and I believe Sheila Fazer on as well. And Marsee and I were pretty, we were pretty impressed. We at the beginning we were like, well, okay, this company's a new real estate company. It sounds kind of cool. They're cloud-based. I don't know. We have our office. That's not something that we were really that interested in at the time. And the stock, you could earn some stock. That was, well, hey, maybe we should buy some stock, in this company. And of course, we're not even thinking about this company for ourselves. Brent approached us like we needed to poke holes in it for him and talk him off the ledge about leaving, because we were with ReMax and we weren't about to leave our company. And so they get to this portion of that we all know and love called revenue share, and started going over some numbers of what the potential was. And then we're like, Marsee and I both looked at each other and we go, what? Are you serious? There's this much potential? So we hang up and we're kind of, after the call and we're like, yeah, all right, well, hey, thanks for having us on. And yeah, Brent, we'll get with you and give you our opinion. And so we called our coach. We were very excited. We called our coach, Bob Corcoran, and Bob Corcoran, we said, listen, we need you to watch this webinar and check this thing out, because our buddy told us to talk him off the ledge from joining, but hell, I think we might want to go with him. But I'm not sure. I need your opinion. But it's a lot of moving parts that we have, and so I said, Bob, could you get on this call? He said, yeah, I can get on this call. For you like 2 weeks from now. I said, no, I need you to do this tonight. Well, I can't do it tonight. I said, well, how about tomorrow? So he agrees to do the call tomorrow. Same suspects get on the call, a webinar really with him, and he didn't say much, and then he just hangs up the phone. And after the call, and I'm asking Marsee, I go, do you think that Bob even likes this? I mean, where is he? Marsee, I don't know. And my phone rings, and he goes, Jeff. I answer my cell phone. He's like, Jeff. And I said, yeah, Bob. He goes, is Marsee there? I said, yeah, she's right here. He said, Marsee. She says, yeah, Bob. Hi, Bob. I put him on the speaker. And he says, okay, first thing you got to do, you got to call ReMax, find out how much time's left on your franchise agreement. Then you got to do this. Then you got to do this. He starts running down this big long list of things that we got to do to leave ReMax instantly and go join this new company. And we're, whoa, hold the phone, Bob. What are you talking about? He goes, I'm telling you right now, if you guys don't go to this company, it's going to be the biggest mistake of your entire life, which I believe is one of the things that I said to Jay Nelson several years ago as well about eXp. But so we're like, well, wait a minute. I don't even know what it costs to leave. We're under franchise agreement. We have, 2.5 years left on your term. And he goes, I don't care. If it's anything less than $500,000, you guys need to go. In fact, if you don't go to ReMax, or if you don't go to eXp, I'm firing you as my client. We were paying this guy $3,000 a month to be our coach, you guys. I mean, so this is not like he was taking it lightly. Well, so we find out that it's going to cost us, we were on contract for 10 agents at about $200 a month for 2.5 more years. It was about $76,000 that it was going to cost us to leave ReMax just to get out of the agreement. And they wanted us to stroke a check. Then it was going to cost us about another $35,000 to $40,000 to redo our TV commercials, our billboards, our printing, our signs on the building, the signs that we put in the yards. We had over 100 yard signs out there all around town. And so it was over $100,000 that we made the decision to leave and come to eXp. And at the end of the day, I might have said ReMax, but leaving ReMax to come to eXp, it was over $100,000, maybe $110,000. Well, here's what's happened since. We came on board officially. I think Marsee's onboarding date was December of 16, December 1st. We brought the team over in January. Took us about 9 months to really get started with revenue share or doing anything that way, because we were doing so much business, to be honest with you. The company was so bad when it comes to getting people paid on time. They didn't know how to handle the volume that we were doing. They made things sound really good, you guys, but it wasn't really good back in the day.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Oh my God, right? I mean, there were times that I think we had, hundreds of thousands of dollars in commissions that we still hadn't even been paid, that they were behind on. And it wasn't because they didn't have the money, it's because they didn't have enough people to handle all the volume for the growth. They just couldn't scale it quick enough. And so I was helping them actually on doing a lot of things, bringing the right people on board with the company, and giving them suggestions on how to handle big teams that were coming on board with the business and what we expected. And it's just, honestly, I brought on a really big team in Arkansas that had about 40 agents, and they quit about a month after they joined because they still hadn't scaled properly. And I'm sitting there looking at Marsee going, what in the hell did we just do to ourselves here? It was that way. And then, you know what? Brent just kept, trying to calm me down. He said, hey, big guy, just relax. They'll get it all worked out. You guys are going to work through this. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, he's out there talking to a bunch of people. We know a lot of the same people, right? So he's out there talking to a bunch of people that I know, and I'm watching this person join and that person join, and I'm still worrying about the minutia, whether they're going to get things fixed. And so I'm not out talking to all these people, and I'm watching Brent just, I'm getting one phone call after another. Yep, we joined. Yep, we joined. Yep, we joined. Yep, we joined. All right, well, if you're in, I'm coming in. I'm like, and you guys have all had that, right? You run into one of your friends that joins the company, and then you didn't reach out to him, and you go, oh my God, congratulations, but that sucks that I didn't bring him in, right? I didn't pick up the phone and call. So then it was about September of that year, after taking about 30 days and just Marsee and I just getting away. I had some health issues that year, 2 elbow surgeries. I had, or 2 heart surgeries and elbow surgery. And I just, in July of that year, I told Marsee, I said, Marsee, you got 3 days to pack your shit. And I said it just like that. And she goes, what do you mean pack my shit? You pack yours. And I said, no, I don't mean it like that. I'm kidding you, baby. We're going on. I said, I need to get away. I want to take 30 days. I've planned this trip, this road trip up through Canada. I've been watching this couple driving around, and they're posting pictures, and they're going everywhere. And they're with eXp, and they were going to these fancy hotels and in the mountains and everything. And so I started, it's my good buddy, Scott Lewis. And I said to Marsee, I said, he's my good buddy now. He wasn't then. I said, I want to go up to these Canadian Rockies and just get away. We'll start in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And we flew into Spokane, rented a vehicle, went over to Coeur d'Alene, played golf for a couple of days. Then went up into Canada. We literally took a 30-day road trip, just the two of us, nobody around. The cell phones didn't work half the time. Our team is so good that they just, we trusted them here in Tucson that they could manage things while we were gone. And then our trip ended on Labor Day weekend. And then the day after Labor Day weekend, eXp was doing a board of directors meeting in Seattle. And so Glenn Sanford was there, and Jason was there, and they had all the big wigs in the company were there. They asked us to come in and give us our 9-month review on what we thought about the company and areas that they could improve. And they wanted to lay out their 10-year plan of where they were going with eXp. And Glenn said, would you and Marsee come by? And so we went by. And we sit down, and we were just so blown away by the people that they had in this room and what their plan and what Glenn's vision was. And the fact that they asked us and our opinion on how to make things better and what we could do. And I saw that's when this light bulb went on for me. And I got completely convinced that this is what we need to do. And it was shortly after that, Pat, that we went down to Puerto Vallarta. Yep. And I saw you go over the 500 agent mark. And then that moment, Pat, was when you went over 500 agents. I don't know if you realize this or not, but that was when the fire was lit with Jeff Wilhems. Because, dude, I saw you guys. I don't know if you realize this or not, what a leader that you have with Pat. But this dude got me so jacked up, and we're, he's younger than me, but I'm sitting there going, okay, man, this guy's so excited. He's so genuine. He's so honest. He's such a hard worker. And I believe that I can feed on that, right? There's something I can really get behind it. And everybody can get, if you can't get pumped up with Brent, you can't get pumped up with anybody, right? But I just felt like, Pat, that you were just a big reason for my why. And of course, then we met Scott Lewis and became really good friends with Scott. And I think Scott was about 800 agents at the time, maybe ahead of us or whatever. And so I'm just telling Marsee, I said, you know what, we're going to take this really serious. And here we are, fast forward, I guess so really agent attraction wise, even though we've been in the company, it'll be 5 years, December 1. It's really it will be 4 years that we decided to really start attracting many people in September of this year. So we're not even at 4 years, and it's and we've brought on a little over 50 people, I think 57 total first level into the company, and then we've got some great leaders and great agents, and now we yesterday just passed over the 3,400 agent mark. But then something weird happened this morning. We just brought a team on in India, and I don't know if anybody else's numbers went up, but we had some teams, but we also increased our agent count. We're actually, it says this morning we have 3,557 agents. So I don't know what happened, but maybe it's an error. Maybe that team in India. I heard that we had 120 agents join our network in India that had not been added, and they all just got onboarded. So
I know there was an update, I believe yesterday or last night in my eXp. So I think they're still working on it. Yeah, my agent count went up about 155 agents yesterday as well.
Damn it! I thought we were going to catch you.
Yeah.
Doggone it. See,
yeah.
No. So everybody, maybe they were behind, or maybe they've got a glitch. But I do know we were onboarding a big team over in like Mumbai, and which is really weird. I'm doing these calls now, these Zooms, and it's 7 a.m. here right now. But then when I'm in Puerto Rico on Atlantic time, sometimes it's Eastern, sometimes it's Atlantic. But then I'm doing Zoom calls at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. It's at weird hours all over. And we got agents all over the world now, and it doesn't just matter what happens in Tucson with our real estate team. Now we've got an international team, and I just, you know what, everybody can be there. But the fact that it's 160,000 last month, it looks like this month we're on track to go over 175,000 because we opened up that 7th level, and that makes a big difference monetarily. But then talking to my buddy Jay Kender and where he's at, and once your 7th level really starts to grow, because ours is about just shy of 400 agents on our 7th level. Once you get, the 6 and 7 and 800 agents down there, and then you're earning 7th level, it's amazing what happens. And I can tell you the value of residual income is just, it's off the charts. I mean, when I look at, you getting 8% interest on, call it $40 million. 40 million. Think about this. $40 million, 8% interest is $3.2 million a year. So that's about $260,000 a month. Do you know that by the end of this year, at the rate that we're going, all of my indications say that our revenue share will be over that? So that will have meant, listen to this, that will have meant in 4 years of being here and building with eXp, that's the same as us not making, but saving $40 million.
Unbelievable.
Do you guys get that? I mean, so when you're looking at, okay, so let me back it down. For those who wants an extra $5,000 a month? Well, if it's $5,000 a month that you make passively on your investments, you have to, that's $60,000 a year. You'd have to have about $1 million saved in order to do that, and never touch the principal, you guys. So the $1 million, you got to ask yourself, well, where I'm at right now in my life, how long would it take me to save an extra $1 million to generate cash flow of another $5,000 a month? There's not a vehicle on planet Earth that I know besides cryptocurrency, which is extremely risky, but very rewarding, I might add. And that's another story I got to tell you, that you can make that kind of return. Here's one more success story, Pat, and then I'll shut up and we'll open it up to questions.
Yeah,
I want everybody to know that I did not cause the stock price to drop, but Marsee and I were able to sell some shares of stock in January. We sold some stock in January. We sold a little over $1 million of stock in January with eXp. I had a buddy of mine that's 33 years old here in Tucson, Arizona. He's worth about $50 million, and he got all of his money from cryptocurrency. And wow. So he's been kind of coaching me on what to do in the cryptocurrency market. And so we took a little over $1 million because we knew we had rev share with eXp. We have a real estate business. I mean, our risk level was like, I could afford to take this risk. And if it didn't work out, Oh, well, so it doesn't work out, but eXp gave me the balls, excuse my language for
Yes.
the guts to do this, right? So we took $1 million and threw it into crypto. And I just looked, and I wish that I don't think I could show you this, but I probably can if my camera will show it. Does this show up? Can you guys see that number right there?
9 million.
$9.4 million since January.
Holy crap!
Out of $1 million. This is our crypto. Wait, let me get up to the camera. 9.4 million. So that means we've made an additional so actually we invested 1.2. So $8.2 million in profit in the last 4 months. That's $2 million a month that we've increased our net worth in cryptocurrency. Now, I know some of you are going, yeah, but it could crash overnight. You know what? I fully expect that the portfolio that we have will 10x between now and the end of the year. And I'm not kidding. This is a whole new macroeconomic deal that Wall Street missed out on in 2017. So they created this false narrative about Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything else, and then said that only drug dealers and all the Silk Road and all this stuff get involved in. You know what? This is the internet of value that's going on in crypto right now. And so I realize it's a whole nother sector. And yes, beyond my eXp calls, I'm constantly researching these projects, and I've kind of found a whole new love of something else that I can spend more time. God knows I didn't have any as it is, but I just love this thing, and it's so cool. But that was all made possible because of Glenn and eXp and Pat, you getting me motivated, because I had the guts to take a risk. And I never would have done that before. So when you stop and think about now, then this was what's crazy, guys. At any time that we want to, we can take every one of our cryptos and we can convert them into USDC and put them on Nexo and get 8% interest on our money right now.
Wow.
Right? But I'm waiting until it hits 40. When it hits 40, that's why I came up with the 3.2 million, because you add another 3.2 million in residual income on top of the eXp 3 million in residual income. Then I'm officially done by the end of this year, and I'll be 56. I missed my date by 1 year.
Wow.
So at any rate, now, and then, guys,
That's amazing.
What do you got for me, baby? I'm ready.
And no,
can you guys
Jeff,
tell I'm excited?
I love Jeff. I love your passion. I love your energy. I love running side by side with you, man. That's amazing, man. What an amazing story, guys. Right? And it was all done. It was all done with eXp. I mean, yes, Jeff and Marsee, they make a ton of money selling real estate, a ton of money. But you know what? That was a big risk for them to leave ReMax and come to eXp, right? No one knew that it was going to succeed, right? But you know what? They took a risk, and look at that now. That's an amazing story. All right, hey, Ian, I'm going to flip it over to you. I know you've got some questions for Jeff, so take it away.
Yeah, man. You know, he covered so much during that first session. Jeff, great to see you again, bud. It's been a while.
Ian, my man. I'm my man, buddy.
How are you, man?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Great to see you, bud.
Good to see you too, man. There's so many questions, and we have limited time. I want to thank you for joining in our mastermind this week, but give us a little breakdown. Obviously, you just shared kind of some intimacies of how your business has grown, but what's been the really big difference from leaving ReMax and coming to eXp? Like, obviously, financially, it's been upside, but what does that look like, right? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to see this that may be at ReMax or maybe somewhere else.
You know, I think that one of the biggest differences that how eXp has helped our business, if that's the question, is that we, Marsee saw something, and I kind of failed to mention this before, and I think it's very important that you bring this up. I got really charged up about the potential of revenue share and things that we could do for us, but Marsee got interested in that for what our agents on our team could do and how they could start saving money off of each commission and invest in the stock program. And I would be remiss if I didn't tell this story. We have a buyer agent on our team who's on a normal 50-50 split on the buyer agent, being an agent on our team. Well, she's also everybody's a good friend of ours that's on our team. But Shelly came up to Marsee about 2 months ago, and she was actually over the house, and she gave her a big hug, and she goes, oh my God, I thank you guys so much every day that you left ReMax to join eXp and brought us with you, because I just looked at my stock account and I have $400,000 in stock. And are you kidding me? I mean, and that is $400,000 as a buyer agent on our team that she had in stock just by investing 5% of her paychecks and getting a 10% discount, and that stock value increasing. And of course, you know that that gets spread like wildfire throughout the team. And guess what has happened this year? And on top of the whole crypto craziness, we've went from 22 agents on our team to 42 agents on our team, because our agents now that are coming out, we're taking a lot of agents right out of real estate school to join our team, and they're coming right in, and we've got a machine that creates so many leads. We have so many opportunities to sell homes. But these agents locally in Tucson are joining us because they get to, they come in and then they get to talk to our squad leaders. We have Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and Echo squad leaders. And Shelly's one of our squad leaders. And these guys all tell their story about how Marsee Wilhems' team has helped their real estate career and how eXp has helped their real estate career. And they're helping us close the agents that are that we want to join the team. So when you talk about how that's increased our business, that's what it is. I mean, that's one of the many things that it is, Ian. So yeah, man, the ability to attract agents to our team, to get quality talent, the culture is insane. Going to these events, meeting people like I can't even mention everybody that's on this call because I'm going to leave somebody out, but I recognize the fact that you got 83 people here right now. And I know that I've met personally over 10 or 15 of you guys, well, at least 10. And I just, because we all help each other. Like, look we're not even in the same revenue share line, but as I think I heard Jay Kinder say it best, a long time ago, I think, or somebody did. I heard that's another great thing about this event. One team, one dream. It doesn't matter what team that you're on, what rev share organization you're in. I get paid more money by having Brent Walgren kick butt and take names. I just saw Brent on the screen there. And Brent, buddy, thank you for being a part of eXp, my man, because it's you, it's agents like you and Ryan and Sam and Robert, you guys, Geraldine, all of y'all that are here, we're all helping eXp's profitability. When the more money eXp makes, the higher their share price goes, the more value that they can continue to dump back into agents and the network, the more training that they can give to people, the bigger what's Brent always say, a rising tide rises all ships. Yep. That's what it is. I mean, we're all helping each other. People that are in our organization are helping you guys, and so, man, I look at where we are and where we've come from and where we have to go. And I truly believe that eXp is going to have over 1 million agents worldwide. I truly believe that. I think we're just getting started at over 50,000. You guys are pioneers right now. I mean, I know you're like, oh, I didn't get in early enough. No, you got in at the right time. Now it's time to put our foot on the gas pedal and watch what happens. You know, Dave Kenord's biggest issue that he's got, and I told him this, and Glenn, their biggest issue is continuing to stay ahead of the growth with support staff, because that is no easy task. But you know what's funny is that Glenn he's like this mad scientist, and he figures out a way to scale this business, and he gets great people in, and Jeff Whiteside and Jason and Dave and Stacy and Holly and Jim. I mean, I'm leaving names out, I guarantee you, but these guys and gals know what they're doing with our company. And so I say we just keep, I learned a valuable lesson. My first 9 months was to stop bitching about the way things were, because I kept watching Brent go, big guy, it's going to be okay, come on. And now Brent's got 13,000 agents in his organization, and we've only got 3,400, right? Or 3,500, whatever that is. So yeah, just don't wait and get people on. I don't know if you use a video presentation. That's what we do. And then we just edify it with get somebody else on a Zoom to follow it up. But, and don't try to get crazy and fancy and reinvent the wheel. I want to give you a quick story. I'm going to leave her name out of it, but I had somebody call me yesterday, schedule a Zoom with me. and they had this website that they wanted to put together. And because somebody else that they saw had this website put together, and they were offering this and offering that, and their value proposition for eXp and all this and all that. And I said, what are you worried about what those people are doing? I said, because honestly, websites are not that's not what gets somebody to join our company. What gets somebody to join our company is you get them excited by them watching a video that's duplicatable, or invite them to a lunch and learn that you didn't have to put on, that somebody else did. And then, so they don't have to think that they've got to get great at a presentation. And then you simply get them back on the phone with, hey, the other day I was talking to this guy in Arizona, and him and his wife sell 7,000 homes in their career. And wouldn't it be, and they used to be with ReMax, you were with ReMax, but I don't know if I could, but if I could get you on a 5-minute phone call or 10-minute call and ask this guy some questions, would you like to do that? I mean, come from a position of offering to help them find out more about their business. And before you know it, you're going to have such a great relationship with them. They'll be coming into eXp and then rinse and repeat. It's duplicatable, Pat. So I don't know. Ian, hope.
No, that was great. That was more than amazing. So Tracy has a question. She's asking about, first, the crypto guy's name, if you would disclose that. And then the second question would be, hey, how do you feel it is now for big teams that join the company as far as getting onboarded and then getting processed and paid and all that?
Well, I think that it's come light years. And in fact, now that they've got a special onboarding team, I'll handle the team question first. Well, I'll handle the other question. No, I can't tell you his name just because of privacy reasons. He wouldn't want me mentioning that. But I will tell you this, he's an eXp agent.
Woo!
Yeah, find out who's talking about crypto and follow him and have a conversation with him.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not one of these YouTubers. Most of the guys you see on YouTube that are doing crypto, none of them make any money. They just run a YouTube channel. They make money from their YouTube channel. Some of them do okay, but be careful who you follow. A lot of those guys out there just pump and dump stuff. They get this big following, and then they buy a position in a cryptocurrency, and then they recommend it, and then everybody else is buying. They're selling when you're buying. So you just you buyer beware that it's not. It's still it's kind of the wild days it's the days of the wild west. Coming back to the big teams, onboarding is a snap. They've got people now that are specialists that are onboarding large teams. They're very, very good at it. So not a problem. Getting paid, not a problem at all. I mean, it's like clockwork. Everything is just. It's actually like poetry in motion. I mean, it's only as good, though, as you follow the eXp systems. If you don't follow the systems, you don't invest the time to learn what they need in SkySlope. If you're not getting your conditions cleared, if you're not working with your local broker and doing what your local broker says, then things aren't going to be so easy for you. So you need to get really tied in and plugged in with your local broker, your broker's assistant, and the processes that eXp expects. Now, that was a big adjustment for us as well, because we were used to being our own boss, not having anybody doing that. Well, Marcy's got plenty of time now to work on her handicap and her golf game, because we have a state broker. She's not dealing with all those issues, which is awesome, right?
Amen, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Jeff, we've got about maybe 15 minutes or so left here, and let's open it up to the audience here. We've got 85 agents and guests on. That's awesome. This is an amazing call. We are recording this, so let's open it up.
Oh, man, I wish I knew that. I wouldn't have disclosed so much about crypto. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Who's got a question for Jeff? Don't be shy. Turn on those cameras. Who's got a question for Jeff?
Oh, it's crickets.
It's crickets.
I'll ask a question.
Yeah, who's that?
I'll ask a question. Sam Pickus.
Hey, what's happening, Sam? Go ahead, man.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for having me. I just saw the email this morning, so glad to be able to attend this. Thank you, guys.
You bet.
Real question for the three of you guys, not just for Jeff, but I'm a brand new agent, literally just getting MLS access today. What are like 1 or 2 or 3 things that you guys would recommend that I do right now?
Jeff, you take that one because you bring agents up to speed fast.
So say that question again. I'm sorry. I was actually noticing we had a ton of questions. Sam, my apologies. There's a ton of questions in the chat, or a few questions in the chat. What was your question again about bringing MLS?
Yeah, I'm a brand new agent and just getting MLS access right now. I am just seeing if there's like 1 or 2 or 3 things that you would recommend that I do right now to get my career started.
Yeah. So are you an individual agent doing this on your own, or are you joining a team?
I've already joined a team. Yeah.
Okay. And the team that you've joined, what are they telling you should do?
Start getting content produced.
Start doing what?
Producing content and getting my
Content.
name out there, like on YouTube and whatnot.
Okay. So why are they, okay. So my question is this to sell homes?
Yeah, that's the plan.
No,
Yeah, to start crushing sales.
I'm not sure I would be in agreement with that or in alignment with that at all. I think that I would be working on learning how to prospect but prospect, but via you could use our own system that we have. We've got KV Core that you can get involved in, or many lead generation websites that are going to give you more leads than you know what to do with right now. Your biggest problem, I would think, in Aspen is going to be having enough inventory to sell people, because there's so many buyers in Colorado that want to buy. I've got friends of mine all over Colorado right now, and people are buying homes in Aspen and Vail and Breck and $3, $4, $5, $10 million homes sight unseen right now. I mean, to me, getting leads is not an issue whatsoever. Building a brand on YouTube is also nothing that I would be focused on right now either. I would be focused on getting leads to find buyers' homes. I'd be working on finding people that have homes to sell, just getting out, having conversations with people. There's so many things that you can do to increase your brand or let people know that you're in real estate. But the first of which I think is reaching out to your sphere of influence, writing down all the names of all the people that you have that you know, and let them know that you're in real estate. And if there's anything that you can do to help them, your sphere is going to be the first place that people are going to want to help you. I think your friends want to help you, right? So I don't know if you know of anybody that's thinking about buying or selling a home, but I just want to reach out to you and let you know I'm really excited about my new career at eXp Realty. And if there's anybody, I don't know if you're thinking about buying or selling, but if you know anybody, please refer them over to me. I will take good care of them. I will make sure they get the best home at the lowest amount of money possible. And if they're selling, I'll give them the most money in the shortest time with the fewest hassles. They will not go wrong calling me. You know me, come on, help me out. Just get with your friends, right? Talk to your friends and the people that you know. If you don't know anybody there, then you're going to have to really consider, that team that told me, if I had somebody, and I'm probably going to step on somebody's toes here, but I'm just going to say this. If I join a team, what's the value proposition to me? Agents come to our team, we give them training, we give them leads, right? We give them guidance on how to close deals. If I joined a team and they told me that I need to go look for the business, oh, and by the way, give them half the money, I'm on the wrong damn team. I mean, I hope I didn't just step on somebody's toes, but I'm not telling you need to go create your own business. So if you're on my team, we're telling you to plug into our systems, and we'll have more leads coming your way than you know what to do with.
Love it. Bam, right there. Love it. And I'm gonna
sorry if I was too abrupt on that answer, but
no, I mean that's
the honest truth, yeah.
Right. I'm sure, Sam, you appreciate that, right? Because now you got some other things to think about. So
yeah. Hey, and real quick, I'm gonna give my 2 cents real quick, and I'll let Ian talk. I'm gonna say, hey, get plugged into EXP's 70 to 80 hours of free live real estate training every single week. That's what I tell all the agents. I mean, that's we have so much to offer. Whenever agents are looking at us or Keller Williams or Century 21 or Coldwell Banker, I'm like, guys, we have 80 hours of free real estate training every single week. Get plugged into the world. Go to every single class next week. Get plugged in. You'll get the email that corporate sends out on Sunday. Go do as many classes as you can. You're going to learn so much that corporate has to offer, right? That's our value proposition.
Tell them what you did when you got started. I know exactly what you did. Tell them what you did when you started in real estate.
Yeah, I was doing open houses 7 days a week.
Boom.
I literally did open houses 7 days a week. That's how I grew my business from $3.2 million to $12.5 million. And I had some other systems that, Bob Mangold helped me out with. But my first year, I had just lost over $300,000 in an investment opportunity. I had sold a business, made a bunch of money, bought a business, invested in a business, lost a bunch of money, started my real estate career, broke as hell. and couldn't spend any money on Realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia, anything like that. I literally started open houses 7 days a week and grew my business. And that's how I got free leads, because I needed free leads. That's how I did $3.2 million as a single agent my first year. So open houses are huge.
And you talk, Brett, Pat, that's so good because, you know, and I guess that's another reason that we get on these calls is sometimes I get, you know, we all just get fixated on what we're thinking at the moment. But one of the biggest lead generators we've ever had was following Brent Gove's open house system. I mean, he's had these big signs and doing these open houses and yeah, you know, there's so many things that you can do. And that's why plug into your network, Sam. The first thing you've done is you plugged into your network. But I'd find out from Pat here who in your network is and Bob, who are the most successful agents in your network, and become friends with them and buy them a cup of coffee and you know, hell, send them a dinner certificate or something, you know, just be buddies with people. That I find success leaves clues. We are as I think that my rip off and duplicate, my R&D department, rip off and duplicate, is probably the best in the world, because there's not a whole lot that we have done over the last 14 years other than selling 7,000 homes. Is because we read the book. It started with reading a book that Gary Keller wrote called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. And he did all these interviews for these top agents. And I called every single one of those people that he interviewed in that book and did a story on. And when we first got started, I asked them if I could fly to their office and make a contribution of $1,000 to their favorite charity. And I wanted to interview them in person and spend 4 hours in their office. And it always turned into more than 4 hours. But I learned from those people what to do and what not to do. And those successful, and I've made them one promise that I would never come into their backyard and start a team and compete against those people. Many of them I'm still friends with today. One in particular's name is Russell Shaw. I could never get Russell to come over to eXp, but Russell taught Marsee and I the radio and television game. So you're on the right track, getting him plugged in, Sam, with eXp, and Pat's right about getting into the cloud and looking at all the training that's available. But don't be afraid to reach out to people that are successful and be a fly on the wall and interview them and find out what works best for them and what they've done over the years. Not what they're testing now. What's worked best for them to be successful. And I think you'll find that all you have to do is be a really good copier and execute.
Love it. Love it. All right, guys, we've got time for about maybe one or two more questions. Who's got another question for Jeff Wilhems?
Really quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Who's that?
Adonis. Hello, how everyone doing?
Hey, good morning. Go ahead.
So I heard you talking about KB Core. I also just finished everything with the KB Core stuff. Anything in particular you actually like focus on that?
Yeah, that's really not my area, because I'll be honest with you, we don't even use KB Core on our team. We have a different platform, but it's not that it's not good. It's just that we have a very large team and we use a different system. So somebody else probably want to handle KB Core.
Yeah, my team uses KB Core, but my dad, he's on the call here. He's kind of the trainer, and he runs my KB Core. Dad, you want to unmute
Bob,
real
give me
quick?
some nuggets. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to unmute real quick and just share how powerful it is. I know he does a ton of training to all of our new agents that come on board. He's the guru when it comes to KB Core. Dad, are you there?
Here.
All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. How powerful is KB Core?
Well, I mean, if you take an hour of power every day and you're posting to whatever social media platform that you use and have a large following on, you're going to get leads to your website. You must tell people how to get to your website, otherwise they won't find you. So I show people in my training, I show people how to post to Craigslist, to Facebook, to any of the other social media, LinkedIn. The squeeze page link in KB Core will work on any social media platform.
There you go.
You just have to invest. You have to invest your time, and I suggest at least an hour a day, if not more. If you can do more, fine. But an hour of power and you'll generate leads. Glenn says in internet marketing, it takes 100 leads to get one or two honest sellers or buyers.
That's right. You just got to, you got to take action. You got to do it.
Don, here's one more nugget too. Find the agents in your market that have listings, contact them and get their permission to market their listings. You can go into KV Core, create a custom one-off squeege page for a eXp listed property, and then you can create a link and post that link into all the social sites. It'll be that property for sale, brokered by eXp Realty, but KV Core will basically bring that lead to you. So you could potentially bring buyers in, and then you could represent the buyer, and then you can reach out to the agent. So that's a perfect way for you to show that you have inventory, but you got to get permission from the agents first, that they know that you're going to market their properties, and you can do all that through KV Core.
And quick nugget here. If you go into KV Core, you can actually click a filter that says agency listings. As long as it's eXp, that's free game.
Yeah.
And don't use the KV Core smart number unless it's a personal smart number in any of your marketing, because if they call the smart number, it will go into Ring Central, and you'll do all the work and likely not get the lead.
Yeah, very good stuff.
Love it. Love it. All right, one more question for Jeff, and then we'll let him go hit the golf course.
Hey, I got a question for Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Jeff. Hey, I have a friend or associate that I've known for 10 to 15 years that owns a ReMax, office in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And he's now sort of retired now, and every time I've talked to him a bunch of times, he's actually watched one of the videos. And he basically says his son-in-law runs the business now, and he's sort of semi-retired down in Florida. And I can never get him to sort of make that connection between him and me and his son-in-law. So what's the best way to approach his son-in-law, who doesn't know me from Adam, basically? And his father-in-law, who owns the brokerage, is he mentioned sometimes about writing a big check or that type of thing.
Yeah, so that's really kind of a tough one, because you've got to get that introduction, and and I think without that introduction and that I guess the father-in-law setting up the phone call, it's kind of difficult to get in. I mean, now you could tell them that you can tell them that you'd like to get have them talk to another former ReMax owner broker. I mean, I'm happy to do that. But the first thing is that you've got to get them to, somebody earlier asked, what video do we use? I've never used anything other than anything Brent uses, because I don't want to redo my own video because it's duplicatable. But I'd send them to Brent. I'd send them to themodelexplained.com, get them to watch that on a Zoom call. And then after they watch it, then you ask them if they'd like to chat with somebody that that was a very successful ReMax. My wife was top 10 in the world with ReMax, guys. I mean, so she's very well known. And at the end of the day, I think that what we would help you. But my rule is I don't talk to anybody. I don't care who they are in my 3,400 agents now, if they've not already watched the video. Because I find that we spend all the time talking about going over, they want to know about this and know about that, and they've never even got a general surface idea, a surface overview, if you will, of eXp. And then I find that it's a kind of a worthless call. They need to, I want to be able to say, what'd you like best about the video? What else? And then, it's all about them and what they like best, and then how we can help them with the transition. So I hope that helps. I know that's probably not the answer you're looking for, but you got to get them to watch a video, get them excited to watch a video. And, sometimes you just need to get that family influence to get them to do it. Otherwise, you just say next and you move on. They're not the only reason.
That's good advice. But the crazy thing is that he has watched I use CRM Grow, and I had him watch that 9-minute video in CRM Grow, and he's still not biting, not interested.
Yeah, I don't think that personally. I think that's I don't know. we signed up for that service and I know what it is. I still think that somebody needs to invest an hour in this business and literally learn everything there is to learn. That might be decent to get to pique their interest, but unless they watch an hour of Brent on stage or 45 minutes, I think that it's very difficult to get somebody to say yes to this, at least go to the next level. That's just my personal opinion.
Right.
7-minute videos, 9-minute videos, I think are not really that effective.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure. Well,
Awesome.
Pat,
Can I ask a quick bonus question?
Yeah, one more.
Go, Trey. Yep.
Where are we playing golf Friday, Jeff?
Oh, you know what? I don't even know. I guess they're at the JW, you know, wherever Brent set it up. I know it's going to be 100 degrees. So I'm not too crazy about golf in 100-degree weather. I've kind of got this, I'm spoiled now with being down in Puerto Rico at 85. You know, it's pretty nice. But you guys, so you'll be there, Trey?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, make sure you come up and say hello, and we'll have a cocktail or something together. But looking forward to anybody that's here. We'll be in Scottsdale, and for those that are not, make sure that you get to Dallas and you get at least 5 agents to Dallas.
Yes.
Those that get 5 agents to Dallas, I promise, are going to be the winners. You guys are going to win. Events sell.
Yep.
They just do. And it's if I would have came to San Antonio with Brent Gove when we first learned about eXp, instead of waiting 9 months, we would already have 10,000 agents in our network right now.
Yep.
And I'm just telling you, it's a huge mistake to not come to events and not get other people to go. But I appreciate you having me on. Pat, let's do it again.
Yes, absolutely. Jeff, thank you so much, man. You're a true inspiration. I love your passion. I love your energy, man. This call was on fire. Love you, man. Thank you so much for being a role model, and thanks for your friendship. And you and Marsee have a great weekend. I respect you. I love you. And I wish I would see you next week in Scottsdale, but I'll see you in Dallas.